Phantoms, secrets and a curse await the team in Cumbria.
Ow! I ask you when I close my eyes at night and you won't come to me. Hello, I'm Yvette Fielding, and this week I brought my team to Cumbria and to the extremely haunted Brougham Hall.
The historic home of the Brougham family, dubbed the Windsor of the North by the Victorians, fell into ruins in the 1930s. A programme of restoration is now underway, and a range of craft workshops have been established within the impressive outer walls. The hall is supposed to hold a spiritual doorway, and staff on site report many strange phenomena. The ground on which it stands has seen the wash of history through the years. It would have borne witness to the Roman legions marching north, and an early occupant, Edwardus de Brougham, took part in the Crusades. It is also close to the site of the last battle on English soil, Clifton Moor. During the Second World War, it became a secret weapons research centre, specifically developing a futuristic optical light weapon for tanks, designed to temporarily blind the enemy.
So with such a varied history and so many ghosts, you probably think it completely mad that anyone would want to spend the night here alone and in the dark. Well, that's exactly what Ian Cash and Kath did last night, and this is what happened.
I feel real scared going in here.
Why? Have you washed your feet? It smells of old. Right, I'm just going to shut the door. Right, door shut. Shh.
What?
Shh. Right, that wasn't you making those two knocks then.
No, was it a heck? Hello? If there's anybody there, can you tap?
I can hear faint footsteps above us, can you?
Is there somebody upstairs?
I ain't going upstairs to find out.
Where am I?
There's footsteps all around us.
Oh. What was that? What was that? Right.
That was like a laugh.
That's where I'm going. Come on.
With Kath and Ian already so frightened by phantom footsteps and spectral laughter, would our coming investigation be able to put substance and perhaps names to these ghostly tormentors?
There was a rather gruesome discovery during restoration work here at the Hall. In 1980, a skull, believed to be either that of Edwardus, brought back from the Crusades, or the victim of a ceremonial sacrifice, was found. Some believe the skull to be cursed and should never be moved from its resting place. The legend has it that it was once removed, and according to a previous inhabitant, from that time onward, the hall suffered the most awful torments, disturbances and hauntings. The skull was quickly replaced in the wall it was found. All that remains is a poem that is said to be the foundation of the curse. Unknown soldier from a sunlit shore, who paid the price in an unknown war, for an unknown god in an unknown time, may peace eternal now be thine. Pray lie within this ancient wall, and guard that it should never fall.
There's an old chapel or church of some sort, and in one of the outside areas, which would have been indoors I presume, there is like a table on the ground, and around there I also felt there was a sense of energy, there was a sense of people had been around there, but I also felt that they weren't just there for Christian worship. I felt that there was some sort of ritualistic element to it. There are active spirits here, there are spirit people here. There is a wall that surrounds the building, and I felt very strong that someone went over the wall. I didn't feel that this person was angry. I didn't feel there was a sense of, there had been a fight or something. I just feel a real sense of heartbreak that they just couldn't see a way out and they threw themselves off that wall.
These ancient walls have witnessed many raging battles in their history, but one of the most significant ones was the last battle to be fought on English soil between the English and the Scots. Countless men have lost their lives in this area, so it's not surprising that the sounds of these blood-soaked soldiers locked in mortal combat are heard in the dead of night, along with horses galloping, blades smashing, and people slowly dying. There is a diverse catalogue of events that make this part of the building a very scary place to be. Lights turn themselves on and off with regular occurrence. Groups of shadowy figures have been seen moving together around this area. Watches stop and batteries are drained. Cold spots are witnessed and icy chills are said to run through people. And with the spirit of a doctor that also haunts this room, no wonder people feel uneasy and oppressed when they stay here.
I've had quite a few experiences, such things as cold spots and noises, jangles of keys, things like that in the corridor where I work at. One night we experienced a shadow walk past the shop. We went out and it appeared to sort of like just turn down the corridor where we were, and there was nothing there when we got to it or anything like that, but it was quite freaky at the time. It was a really good experience.
I feel that the most haunted crew tonight will pick up something from the area where the stone table is. As you're around that table, I feel that you will experience the energy, and I feel you will hear something. I feel you will hear a woman cry.
With those predictions ringing in my ears, I joined Kieran in the Reiki treatment room and asked what his misgivings might be for the coming investigation.
One of the phenomena that's witnessed here is out on what used to have been the battlefield where the last battle between England and Scotland took place, and many people have heard the clashing of swords and the screams and the galloping of horses' hooves. How on earth are we going to determine if we do hear something?
With the sound equipment, it means that we can record that sound and we can perhaps play it to other members of the team that aren't actually on that investigation at that particular point, and without saying anything, just ask, what sound do you think that is?
What other things are you looking at?
Well, there seems to be a focus, even in the location where we're sitting now, on electrical disturbances of some sort. I know there was a report of a watch stopping. People are reporting mobile phone discharging, other sort of electrical disturbances. Let's look out for that sort of thing.
What about the curse? What about the skull?
That's a fascinating story. Add some coincidence, add a lot of time, and basically what you've got is legend. I don't think there's any evidence to show that curses work.
The time had come for David Wells to begin his initial inspection of the location.
I've got a woman crying. She's swelling the loss of her son. She's using the Christ figure in my head. It's like the blood is running down his head.
David!
As we entered the walls of Brougham Hall,